Level 69. Survival difficulty. Class undetermined. Mysterious properties. Unknown information. Undocumented entities. Level 69 is the 70th level of the backrooms. A deserted infinite highway shrouded in thick fog and pitch darkness. Anyone that finds their way into this level must stay in the car they began or perished. Note, any joking around about this level was being the number 69 will not be tolerated. This information is much too important for readers to be acting like 12-year-olds. Well, I'm 13, so I'm pretty serious. Besides, I have an IQ of 160 in kids' ages. So yeah, thank you. But I don't really care. I just think 69, when flipped over, just becomes like the same number over and over. Description. This level is an infinite highway with tall, weathered concrete walls at its sides. It appears to have been long abandoned. The highway is completely devoid of vehicles or any sign of civilization except for the fact that it is a highway. Your vision will be very limited because of the strange fog or mist that will surround you. Except for the special circumstances, the only light you will encounter will be the light you produce yourself. Bases, outposts, and communities. There are no known bases or outposts on this level. No attempts have been made to create a permanent outpost on this level, as its environment does not seem to be suitable for one. Starting out and navigating the level. The beginning of level 69 is always the same for everyone. You wake up inside a vehicle that you passed on, and on level 3, see the entrance section for how you get to that point. For the rare occurrences of getting to level 69 where you did not enter a car, you'll wake up in a random one. Your car will be positioned randomly on the highway and can even be flipped on its side or upside down sometimes. Well, that sucks. What if I have to drive? Well, I guess I just have to try tipping over the car if it's on its sides. I gotta be really careful though. Do not exit your vehicle. Your car is safe. It is the safest place you could possibly be in level 69. It actually is probably the only safe place in the level. Cars are the only place you can be free from entities and fog. Leaving it is risky and dangerous. If you must get out of your car, stay as near to as possible. The fog and the majority of the entities in level 69 seems to avoid cars at all costs. The common belief is that the entities in level 69 fear cars. Well, imagine if we got all the cars in the world. That would just not want them live in the level ever again. But anyways, entities' behavior near cars may be researched in the future for various purposes that will not be disclosed. Revise information permission required for access. Your car will hopefully be in satisfactory condition when you're first reawakened. However, the car's air conditioner, center controls, windows, lights, etc. might be broken or not function properly. It all depends on luck. God help you if you became stranded because an essential part of your car is damaged from the start. Oh no. Imagine There's some essential things like wheels, like batteries, engine, oils, pretty much wheels too, exhaust maybe, and wheels. Well, wheels don't really can break a car, but you'll need them to like turn around. Gas pedals, you need to push. Um, Transmission, pretty much anything that needs. All right. But anyways, driving your vehicle should not be difficult. All right, but what if I'm 13 and I got straight, and then I went to level 69, and I became stranded in it. So if I was in a group with one, two, three, four, like four people in a car, five including me, then I will be able to drive it. Because, well, if my IQ is 160 and kid ages, maybe I took a kid's IQ test, so it shouldn't be that hard to drive a car then. But anyways, the controls will be very familiar as they are almost the exact same as the car in the front rooms. Wait, what? Do not worry about fuel. The cars in this level do not require any. In fact, there does not seem to be a fuel tank in any of them. The rest of the car's inner working are abstract and their functions are in the process of being figured out. Oddly enough, driving at high speeds is not very dangerous. Encountering with solid objects, entities, or other people whose cars are so rare that you don't need to worry about crashing much. You can drive at the top speed for hours, days, weeks, or even longer and not pass a single object or ground-based entity. Unfortunately, if you do end up crashing it'll still most likely result in death. Oh. You will either have to drive carefully and waste a lot of time, or travel dangerously, but quickly. Supplies are scarce, and you'll want to find an exit as soon as possible or risk starvation, etc. But driving quickly is risky. You just said that it's rare, very rare for. Whatever, I'm not gonna argue. What about water? Oh well. I guess you should bring a lot of almond water then. Alright, entities. Basic entities. Although extremely rare, one might encounter smilers or wretchers in level 69. Wretches. Both are much more hostile than normal for smilers. It is because they find prey so rarely in level 69s. For wretches, they have almost reached a new level of danger because of being unable to see anything through the darkness and the fog for such long periods of time. Do not park your car for too long, or one of them might find you and break into your car. I thought the car was okay. I'm gonna stop arguing because I know I'm not supposed to joke, but I just thought whatever. There is a chance you will crash into one of them, since you cannot see them. Although the thick fog it is actually the most dangerous part of the roaming, level 69. So if there was no fog, it wouldn't be dangerous? Oh. The beings from above, these entities are the most mysterious and dangerous entities that inhabit level 69. By far, they are the main reason you should not leave your car. Description of them saying they are appendage that look similar to spiders and crabs. They are not visible normally, but when a person exits their car, many will swiftly and silently descend from the darkness above. If the person does not return to their car or get in a safe place soon enough, they will be captured by this entity. They will be grounded to, or their bodies will sometimes be spared by this entity. Oh, speared by this entity. Okay. Then be lifted up into the void above. The fate of the person that have been taken is unknown. It is almost impossible to escape once one of these entities have gotten a hold of you. They are extremely strong, but the few people that have survived being captured by these entities have described it as cold silk and completely solid. Ugh. All attempts at killing one of these beings from above have failed. They seem resistant to all attacks, with even gunshots and explosions. So even a nuclear bomb can't kill it. Yeah. There have been no encounters of any of them being deadly. Very little information is known about them except for their appearance and attack methods. Never is interacting with one. The Whispers, although not confirmed as an actual entity, something commonly encountered in level 69 are the Whispers. These are intrusive, negative throughout that try to wear down the person's mental state. These thoughts have been confirmed to be not one's own. Same messages play in the minds of everybody in the area at the exact same time. Experiences of Whispers have shown a similarity to mockers. Sometimes thought coming from the Whisperers were the exact same phrases that mockers have been known to say. Any relationship between the Whisperers and mockers are not confirmed. Entrances and exits. Entrance. The most common entrance to level 69 are level 3. Very rarely a person can find an unmarked door which leads to a small octagon room. The room will be empty except for one single oddly placed car. Where these cars came from and how they were able to be put in the room is unknown. It would be impossible to fit a car through the door, and there is no other entrance to the room. The car model will vary, but none of the cars that have been discovered in these rooms are of a recognizable brand or model. When a person enters one of the cars, they will become dizzy and lose consciousness within minutes. As long as they stay inside the car exactly 7 seconds after everyone is in the car loses consciousness, both the car and anyone inside will disappear from level 3 without a trace. When they wake up, they will be in level 69. In the car they were in, and with whatever was in the car. The other confirmed interest occurs in level 6, 8, 23, and 33. And the level of extreme current state, that's weird. Oh well. Or lay off. Our extreme current state, at least he's 500 miles in. Entering this way is usually accidental. There are no known causes of its occurrence. A person will simply fall through the floor or as if it were not there and disappeared, instantly losing consciousness. Once again, they will wake up in level 69 in a random card. Alright. I have a dry throat. Sorry about that. There have been 6 reports of people vanishing to level 69. Level 69. Alright. Immediately after drinking almond water, the reports are currently being investigated. Exits. The most common exits can be found easily if you're driving long enough. Although it usually takes a large amount of traveling to find one of these exits. They're easy to find as long as you pay attention at all times. These exits will simply be an out-of-place tunnel with perpendicular to the highway. They are very easily spotted unless you drive too close to the center of the highway or not focus on your surroundings enough. Once you enter, you must drive through the tunnel for approximately 17 hours? Like, 17 hours I have to drive through the tunnel. What? 17 hours? My butt would have been sore by then. Alright, this tunnel is a 1-lane road and is completely safe. You'll notice the fog slowly disappearing. The lights at the tunnel roof will begin to turn on. When you reach the 17-hour mark, your car will begin to break down until it no longer works. Why? Is it because of the long drive? Like, I would understand why it wouldn't work because it drove so long. Attempting to drive after it starts working for too long will cause the car to catch fire and possibly explode. You'll have to walk the rest of the way through the tunnel. This tunnel leads to level 11. Do not try to walk back into the tunnel once you leave it. The ones that have tried never returned. The tunnel usually disappears after you exit it, and once it is no longer in sight. Another exit is simply clipping through one of the concrete walls in the highway side. This isn't easy to do and wastes a lot of time to search for the right place. But if you succeed, you will appear in level 22 with your car parked in a parking space. Again, your car will no longer work at this point. There have been rumors that someone has no-clipped through one of the walls and not in the car and ended up in level 4. But it is only a rumor for now. The final, although unconfirmed exits is that you'll lose consciousness after captured by a being from above. Then wake up back in level 0. Multiple people have claimed that they have an exit this way, although all of them were disoriented and have no proof.